Hello, welcome back to Think Guys. We're watching the final episode of Flashman. We have Harry Dobbs.
Hello. We have two professionals and one guest.
What you got there, Joe?
It's a Rocky bar.
A Rocky? A yellow Rocky?
I thought we were in a break. A yellow Rocky bar is a caramel Rocky bar.
Oh.
Who are you?
I'm Adam.
I'm Harry. And this week we've got...
So do I.
Beautiful. So we've just watched episode 1 of Flashman. If you haven't listened to that episode, go back one. We say this every time. Don't start on a finale. You think you're being funny. It's difficult to follow. It's already quite difficult to follow. This isn't... Just go back one.
Go back one.
So do we have any predictions for the finale of Flashman?
Let's go with you, Joe. Let's just start with you.
Oh, God.
I want to know what you think could happen. Because you're like our control specimen.
Yes.
Like, yeah, based on what you've just watched, what do you think the end of that show is?
What we've set up. This is the thing. If this was a film or a book, I feel like I can make predictions of like, this is the things that are going to happen. Because we're only seeing the last moments of the series. Because they took, we've seeded. What have we seeded? They've gone from their home planet, the Flash planet. I feel like that Flash planet's going to be gone.
Wow.
Flash system's going to be dropped out of the goddamn universe. I feel like...
As in, like, destroyed, or they just don't talk about it anymore?
No, got, like, blown up.
Okay.
Like, pew pew, the aliens are going to go, oh, you like the Flash system, huh? Well, it's going to be gone. So... and they're going to go, no!
That is
Although
the
that
tone
wasn't
that
our
the Emperor
original...
kind of has. B5, C6, your planet's gone.
Yeah, obviously, they seeded that they're looking for their parents. I think they will have found their parents by episode, 40.
Okay.
The parents will have all been shot by episode 42.
Okay, I want to ask, do you think they've found 5 sets of dads, 5 sets of mums, and they've killed all of them?
I think one of the Power Rangers will be like, oh, I'm going to go to the greenhouse, and then it's it's just not parents live there. They're just like, oh, we're just like it's like an Airbnb now, and it's like a random couple in there, and they're like, what? Oh, we got this for the weekend, mate. You can't really be here. And then he's like, everyone's like, oh, I found my parents. My dad's ginger and my mum's 5'3", and then he's like, I just found a couple from Nantwich. Don't have parents, I guess.
Because I was going to say we might get some parents, but I love your idea of we have 8 out of 10 and one person's like, you just didn't win, I guess.
And then they have they're all swapping stories around the campfire, like, oh, my dad was a police chief back in the day, and my dad worked for NASA, and then he's like, yeah, I don't fucking know. I remember because I was the one who didn't find out. And you're the one guy, when everyone else in the group is like all on something, and you're the one guy who didn't. It's like, oh.
But then he gets the joy of watching the police chief's dad explode in a car crash. He's like, well, at least I'm spared from that.
I don't have any parents.
Yeah.
So I think that'll all be sewn up by sort of episode 45.
Okay.
I don't know what we'll be seeing in episode 52.
I think I agree that we've found parents. I think there's probably at least... There's going to be a couple who've got one parent.
It just seems insane to have 10 new characters on board.
There's no way.
So they have to have either found them and they're gone, or they didn't find them.
I think there's we have Yellow Ranger's episode where she finds her parents and they meet, and then it's like, we now know those characters exist, but they're not plot relevant.
Yeah.
I would love if in their base there is 5 Rangers, 1 weird robot, and 10 adults who are like, this is really out of our realm of experience. I think no new Ranger. I don't think we're doing that yet. I think Emperor is going to have new form, and he's like, I'm harnessing the energy of the Flash planets to make me stronger. So either they're going to have to blow up Flash planets, or they're going to be stuck there forever. I think this show can only do they're on Earth forever or Flash planet forever. They can't do they'll go back and forth and they've got joint heritage. No, pick one.
Yeah.
You pick your home now.
Judging by how every time these guys have gone back to what they did previously, I think they'll just go back to Flash Planet.
See, I think they kind of can't, though, because it's different to have a show where it's in episode 1 he's a cop, and in episode 50 he's like, I get to go back to being a cop. Whereas I've spent 50 episodes finding my new home. now I'm going away again. Goodbye, Mum and Dad. I feel like
that would be a crazy play, just from a
but
point
also
of view of like
they might
storyboarding.
yeah.
Just to do all that, go through the hero's journey, be like, oh, we've made our home here, and it's time to leave.
Because also I feel
Never
like
return ever again.
the last two series have ended with any character that wasn't from Earth being like, well, I've got to go now, bye-bye. And it's also like, why have you got... No, you've not explained. So I think there's a chance that...
Everything comes to an end, Harry.
Everything comes to... I think it'll be beautiful if at the end of this, 4 of the Rangers are crying and the Red One's like, come on, back on the ship. We've got to go home. Why? I'm not telling you. We have to go.
I like the idea of like one of them who's like, oh, my parents are actually pretty chill and cool, and they've got like kind of a big house, so I'm going to stay here. And then they're like
waving goodbye.
Yeah.
It's like, I do like the idea that like 4 of them stay, and then Brett's like, I didn't find my parents. We're going back to weird flower people planet.
I could buy that Red will do something different to the rest of them.
Oh.
I think they can do that.
I don't think it would be like the green one doing something different.
No, they don't.
Because I would feel out.
Because there's 5 characters, 4 of them aren't red, and 1 of them is red. That's the story of this show. Do you think we've had any recasts?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What does it mean? Is that a common thing that characters
So
will
quite
just...
often, like a couple episodes in, one of the actors will quit and they'll just replace them.
Wow.
So in series 3, the Pink Ranger couldn't speak Japanese, the actress. So she would just like be on set not saying anything. So eventually they were like, this is ridiculous. We'll replace her with an actress who can speak Japanese. Yeah. Then that character also just didn't say anything because the writers were like, women don't talk. It's like a common thing in
got
the show.
the memo, like, don't give her any lines, she can't speak Japanese.
Yeah,
and they
like,
forgot to
she's
give
really
the memo.
good at talking when the cameras aren't on, but then we're not allowed to give her. I don't know. So I think I think we might have the same cast still.
I'm trying to think villains wise because there's a lot of them who will still be around.
I hope Organ Man Dr. Lee's still around.
Dr. Lee Coppola, whatever his name was.
Yeah, Copperfield. Dr.
David
Lee
Copperfield.
I think he might have just created the best monster. That might have been the end of last week. Was like, we found the perfect genetic sequence. I
The
played
perfect
my
bioblend.
organ, and we've made big guy.
I don't know. I don't think it's the last we've seen of...
You think Earth's still around?
He's the big boss.
He's secretly... last week, the villain is like, we're starting our big plan, and Earth steps out, like, I think you'll find you're not. And he pulls off his mask. He's been undercover the whole time.
I think the 2 ladies who they zoom in on a lot, the cats,
Walton Kilt.
Walton Kilt. I think they will have been Walton Kilt.
I think BDSM lady's still around.
Which was BDS? Is she the leopard
She's
print?
the whip one. Yeah, leopard print.
Leopard print whip.
Leopard print whip woman. I think she's still around because they tend to keep one female villain around till the end, maybe more. I don't think she's changed sides, but I think she might by the end of the episode.
I don't think Wanda is around. The Elvis guy.
No, he's. I think he died
Elvis
week
Pegasus.
2. I think he died early.
Do they have to kill a villain every episode, or?
So normally every episode they'll build a new villain like they did with the organ,
Right,
and they'll
okay.
kill that one, and then
Right,
on like
right,
special episodes they'll kill one of the generals
Yeah.
until there's one left who's the
Sure.
main villain, who normally is the one in episode 1. They're like, this is the main guy, and then at the end it's like, it's still him. But sometimes they'll do something cool and have like backstabbing and changing, but we're not doing that. I don't think any of those people can form an opinion, so I don't think they can backstab. What's it called? What's our finale called?
It is episode 50. Farewell! ! Our home planet.
I think I might be right about a certain plot detail then.
So is that farewell
I think
to our home planet or farewell? Home
we're
planet?
going to our home planet.
Yeah, farewell brackets, we're going to our home planet. Farewell brackets to our home planet.
I think they're saying goodbye to... But then
And
what
this
does
raises-
this show think is their home planet?
Exactly.
Is it like, goodbye home planet of Earth, we have to go back to Flash? Or is it, goodbye Flash, we found our new home on Earth?
Because I would argue if they grew up as like newborns on Planet Flash is kind of their home planet.
I would argue that's their home planet. But I think because the way they land, they're like, our parents are here on Earth, I think we're meant to think Earth is their home planet.
So they say farewell to Earth.
I don't know.
And they go back to Flash Plan.
Can I pitch something that genuinely might happen? They found a third separate planet that they're going to live on, and they say goodbye to both the Flash and Earth.
Can I just say that every time you guys say Flash Planet, I get the bit from that advert where it goes, Flash, speed mob, cleans up the impossible.
I mean, it might as well at this point.
Anyway, that's just so you know, every time you see Flash, that's in my head.
We're watching Flashman, so it's going to come up a couple more times. Should we watch it?
Should we watch it?
Yes.
Let's watch it.
We're back. Flashman's over. All of our hopes and dreams, prayers have been answered.
I gotta say, I don't think I got many predictions right on that one, but vibe-wise, I think I was kind of there.
I was pleased with myself. I was bang on.
You did pretty well on that.
Yeah. Considering I'd never seen the show before.
Yeah, you had the least experience going in, and you kind of got... I mean, we couldn't have predicted all of that, in fairness to us.
So it opens with a broken mask on the ground.
And somehow, I'm amazed by this, I recognise that was the Emperor's mask.
Yeah, it's Emperor Deus's mask.
So clearly, last episode, they beat the Emperor. And it's nice to have a series we've missed stuff. I do quite like when at the finale you're not like, oh, I know exactly what's going on. The previous 50 episodes have been pointless.
And he's someone you know. How do I not know him?
He was in the first episode. He was the guy shouting like B6C, whatever. That was that guy.
And he's dead. Oh, God.
Well, not for very long.
R.I.P.
Because a big old beam comes down from the UFO and starts assembling the mask.
Cut. Yeah, and then on the UFO, Organ Man is like, Deus is dead, but not for long with my organ. And he starts playing, and we were like, straight back in, straight from the top.
Phantom's back.
So he's got a lot to do, so I think we'll describe his looks. He's like if a guy was dressed as Maleficent. So like long black robes with kind of like spiky bits and then horns on his head.
Yes.
Just because he has more to do this week, I think it makes sense to have a visual image.
And what is his name?
His name, so he's Dr. Lee.
But
He's Dr. Lee Knopfler or whatever.
I think I called him Kaplan for all of this because I kept missing his name.
Kopfler.
Kopfler?
Kopfler?
Kopfler? I think it's Kopfler.
Kopfler. So he's Dr. Lee Kopfler.
Kopfler. Hold on.
Doctors aren't scary.
Kopflen.
Kopflen.
Dr. Lee Kopflen.
So Dr. Lee Kopflen is there with the leopard print woman. I was right. Leopard print woman's still around.
Yeah, who is called? She has a name, Nefel.
Nefel. So Nefel is there, and those two are the only two villains left by the looks of it. Just showing us a picture of a cat he took out the window.
I didn't want to interrupt the podcast.
Can you send that to us? We can put it on the Instagram with this episode. So he's like...
It's cool. He's like framed so nicely.
I can't see him.
Yeah, that's what I took the photo.
I know, but I want to see him all the time. So... Dr. Lee is like, the Emperor is dead, but I can bring him back with my genetic machine. And luckily, Flashman only has 10 hours to live. I mean, it is closer to 10 minutes. 10 hours to live.
Do we know why they only have 10 hours to live?
I reckon that was said in a different episode, which is part of the joy of what we're doing.
So mad, though, like, in episode 49, they're like, in the next episode, you're going to have 10 hours to live, guys.
Yeah. It's also fun to not... They kind of recap some stuff because it's like a week. They know that not everyone's watching every episode. We don't need to recap why that is.
Do you think in episode 2 the robot was like, by the way, guys, you have 365 days to live?
I think there is a chance like you could only be off your planets for a year. But it also seemed like they'd been poisoned or something because they were in like a hospital bed.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that bit.
Because, they say 10 hours to live, cut to all 5 of them in hospital beds next to each other.
Like IVs. And...
All with exactly 10 hours to live.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to like vibe it. I feel like it's you've been away from Flash Planet too long. Yeah. You're getting sick. But also, as soon as you get in a spaceship, you'll be fine. Spoilers.
But is it when they get in the spaceship, they can go in like stasis or whatever, and then they can go back to their planet? But if you stay too long on Earth, you're like too accustomed to it.
I guess. A lot of this is guess, but like, I reckon.
Is there a good sort of Wikipedia synopsis that we can get of every single episode that if I want to fill in my own time after this podcast?
Oh, it exists, but we're not allowed.
Yeah, that's
like
fine.
Me and Adam can't. You could watch the whole show if you want.
No, I'm okay.
They bring back the Emperor, and he's... The only frame of reference I have for what he looks like, and this is too specific, is in the Avatar The Last Airbender episode with the swamp monster. He's almost exactly that swamp monster design. So he's all like tentacles, making a big like vine guy with a skull face with horns.
It looks like someone who's come up from the deep, and he's like smothered in seaweed. And
He
it's,
kind
like,
of has
dragging
seaweed
behind
gut.
him.
But then he,
half seaweed, but also half like Bigfoot, but all matted. You know, it's like sort of hairy.
And he has a really, really poorly placed gross third leg.
It's horrible. It's howling. He's dragging that thing all over town. And it's obviously like a man in a suit, so he's like walking with his left and right leg, and then his third leg just hanging down.
Well, in
Foot just dragging along the floor.
It's like scraping the dirt.
well, in some shots, it's like clearly two men in the costume.
What? Oh,
Where,
wow.
So they're doing
there's two
like
legs
a
in the middle leg.
three-legged race vibes.
Wow.
It's like quite a girthy costume, but then in some shots it is just dragging behind.
Yeah.
Because it's every time they cut to this suit, they start at the bottom and pan up. So you see two legs with just a shape dragging along the floor in the middle.
There's
And
a reason why animals aren't three-legged, and Mr. Man, who's bloody Mr. Genetics on the organ, should know that.
Yeah, Organ Man, he's gone for style over substance with the new evil emperor. But also,
He said, give this monster a massive third leg, if you know what I mean. And they were like, say no more.
They didn't know what he meant. But I think it's because they always cut to him at really like emotional moments. So like a really emotional scene, and then just a dick's dragging along the floor.
It has a foot, crucially. It does,
But you can't see it straight away.
No, it doesn't.
Because it's not normal. My brain can't cope with it.
So this guy's called Vademos.
Zidamos.
Also, I can't remember if this is a specific bit that happens slightly later, but like the monster has a little head that looks a bit like the evil one from Gremlins.
He does have evil gremlin head.
And it's got horns as well.
It like his neck stretches. He's got like a tiny little head in the middle of all these seaweed vines, and his little head pokes out. He's like, meh. It's horrible.
It's gross.
It's like a little action feature on the back with like a little switch.
You know the toy had a little button that stretched out his head. If they bothered making a toy of this guy, he's not around that long.
And if they did, I'm gonna get it.
So they cut back to the Flashman. They're getting out of bed, and the robots, they're like, whoa, guys, you know how we're all friends. Sit back down. You're ill. You can't be doing this. And
And
they're
we're
like,
finally told the name of the robot.
he's called Mag.
It's
Mag.
called Molestabot 5000.
The M in Mag stands for Molestabot 5000. A guy. So he's like, your bodies haven't fully recovered. Sit back down. And they're like, we're obviously not going to do that. The main villain's over there.
Also, why was he not shooting?
I think they're friends now. He's not like...
So has he?
It'd be so funny if in episode 50 he's like, intruders every time he sees them.
That'd be a good bit, though. I quite like
I think
that as
there's
a
something
recurring
fun
thing.
about memory loss robot.
So Mag, he's been pretty magnanimous, and he's saying, "Come on, guys, we're all friends here. Let's chill." But like, does he belong to the spaceship? To
I
their
think
spaceship?
he belongs to the spaceship, which belongs to the flower people. We've just missed any plot.
Oh yeah, so because in my mind when I saw the show, I was like, oh, they've been captured by the baddies, and they're like in a tube, and they're like, oh, you're getting weaker, and you're gonna die. But actually, no, they were just like sleeping.
I think
It's like, oh, let's just regroup, guys.
I'm guessing last episode they had a big fight with the Emperor and they nearly died. They're meant to be healing from that fight.
They're in the Poke Center right now.
They are. Yeah, they're with the nurse in the Poké Center. Then they get in the Megazord and we get a big text, 8 hours left. I'm going to point out every time we get these texts because it's crazy how quick this 10 hours is going to pass. So we then, weirdly, they do this weird order of events where they're like, bad guys are ready, heroes are ready, we'll cut to the plot for a bit. I'm like, why could... You've started the fight and then you immediately cut away because we get a family... a dad, a mum, 2 daughters, and they're in what is clearly like an abandoned shack.
Yeah, do
It's
they
like-
live there?
Yeah, it's like rural. But I think it's like they used to live there 20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Yeah.
Well, what happened 20 years ago? So, luckily for us, they've realised that we need some context, because the narrator goes, while they're reading the letter, they realise that they are Sarah's parents. And I'm like...
Oh, did they not know that?
So I think that was them finding it out.
I didn't clock that.
No.
So they're reading the letter. I think that's them going like, she's our daughter. We don't know who these people are.
My favourite bit is that they have like 10 different shots where it just zooms in on the guy like having a relationship, then zooms in on the daughter, then zooms in on the mum, and they're like,
but then they'll do all 4 of them. They just start again, like again, like still shocked by it.
I think the dad says, "Sarah is my daughter," like 3 times.
Which is why I'm like, I think that's him finding it out. But then in the letter that she's left them, which obviously we haven't seen, he's reading it and it's like, "Parents, I only have 10 hours to live." Doesn't say when that. It's not like, "I will die at this time. I have 10 hours to live."
Yes, did she write this on the hospital ward and then somehow get that delivered?
I thought she would have like met them, they hung out and had fun, and she was like, "Well, see you guys," and then she'd like left them a sneaky letter, and then
And made sure that they opened that when
when
she
was
had
already gone.
10 hours.
Yeah,
But then also while they're reading it, the mum goes, "And now she only has 8 hours." Like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
But also fine. So later, one of the other rangers will be like, "Doctor, whatever his name is, and the others are your family." So I'm like, okay, these are characters we knew. She knew that these were her parents, but no one else did, is the vibe I'm getting.
yeah. So they met them and they were like, "Oh, what a great bunch of guys those guys were," and then they were like, "Oh my god, one of them is our daughter who went missing 20 years ago."
Yeah.
I wonder how Sarah realised.
I think the abandoned house they're in is their old house. So I'm guessing Sarah found out this was my house, then found out this was their house, and was like, "My parents."
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, this is my old house from 20 years ago," and they're like, "Oh my god, we used to live here 20 years ago." And
Wild
she's
thing,
like,
we lost
"Oh."
a daughter 20 years ago.
Also
What was her
met-
name? Sarah,
So
actually.
They got took to Flash Planet as babies.
Yeah.
So those the younger daughters, she just doesn't know them.
No,
She's just like
they came after.
random kids. Also, was one of them called Midori?
Yeah, one of them's called Green, which is really annoying in a show about colour
That's
connections.
green. I thought it was melon because there's the green liqueur and the melon liqueur that we used to drink.
Yeah, Midori we called it Green, but it's called Green because
Yeah.
Midori is Japanese for green.
All right, there you go.
I think we've talked about green and pink on this show.
I think we have talked about green and pink.
If we haven't, that's what 2 drinks we found in a box. One was called Green, one we thought was pink,
Yeah.
and when we drank it, we got really drunk, so we were happy.
But I thought it was melon flavour, so I thought they called their daughter Melon.
No, but they did call their daughter Green, which also
Yeah, which is worse.
it's weird because we're getting this like kind of emotional scene as they realize that the person they knew is actually the daughter, but they're never going to see her again. And the dad is like crying, and he's like staring forward. He's like, "This is my daughter's last day on Earth." Cut to shot of 3-legged monster going, "Meh!" It's like, guys, give it a
Emotional
second.
whiplash.
She's busy.
They're in the Megazord. They're kind of hitting him with whatever they've got. They're using all their toys.
They're using like the King missile, the King beam.
None of it's working, but luckily they've got just enough power for King Sword. So the guy sticks out his head, they get their King Sword, and then they just like smash it on his head and it breaks. They're like, "Dink! No! A sword!"
Also, I swear there's a bit where he says full power, and then he does a definite Hitler salute.
Look.
I'm saying it. I'm calling it for that guy.
Then he starts hugging them and like absorbing their energy, and they're like, "He's absorbing our energy, no!"
That
And
sounds
then-
like when you get caught with someone you shouldn't be in there. No, he's absorbing my energy.
"No, we're not kissing. He was absorbing my energy." It's like alpha male shit.
For sure. Stop absorbing my energy, man. What the hell?
So he shoots them with lasers, they fall to the ground, and Organ Man and Leopard Print Lady are like, "Yeah, we got him." And then it comes up 6 hours left. That was a 2-hour fight.
Right? That really shook me.
I thought when I saw that, I was like, God, where are these people going to the toilet? It's a long 10 hours.
It's
you know,
a long
you're
10
gonna
hours.
Be
pee.
hungry.
Yeah.
But also, it's like, they then have a bit where they're like, they've recovered for a bit. I'm like, put 6 hours after that.
Yeah.
Make it seem like there's been a moment, but no, we don't need to do that. The family, spoiler alert, going to take 6 hours to cross a field because they're currently one side of a field being like, "We have to get to our daughter, she's over there." They're not going to make much progress.
They have a radar car, though, so, you know.
They do.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
I saw that. And then they went off screen and I completely forgot about it. And I'm like, what?
It was a car
What
with,
was that?
You know those things for like wind with the little egg cups on them, like little egg spoons, and they just it's that, and it's big, and it's spinning around on the top of this like Jeep.
These guys were definitely something in the show that we've just missed completely. Yeah. I don't fully get what gave the Rangers the information, but the rest of them are like, that's your family and you didn't tell us. Bearing in mind, they can't really see them at this point. We just cut from the family to them being like, that's your family and you didn't tell us. We're so angry at you. And she's like, guys, I'm the only one who found my parents. I thought if I told you, you'd get really upset. And they're like, no, we're angry because we're happy for you. This has fueled us to fight again. And they all get up.
Which, to be fair, if I found my family and no one else did, I'd be a bit like...
I'm waiting until at least one other person does. Right? Then I'm like, I did too. You don't want to be the only one.
The guy like, found them. And everyone's like, crying.
But I do appreciate that it wasn't the Red Ranger.
It's really cool that it's the yellow one.
And it was one of the women who have a storyline.
The Yellow Ranger got to have a thing. That never happens in this show.
I assume it was the woman, though, because women are allowed to have emotions. If the Red Ranger found his parents, he'd just be like, no.
In fairness, the Green Ranger does a lot of crying in this episode. I'll give him that.
He's a very wet guy.
He's really emotional about the fact that Yellow has found their parents. And they're like going to hug. Cut to third leg monster. And I'm like... you know the fucking live slug reaction meme? It's that live third leg reaction. So the monster's like coming up to them. They morph again. And for the first time, I think, in us watching this, they've got a second Megazord.
God, I was thrilled. That stupid little truck.
And second Megazord, 4 hours left. Okay, we've had 4 hours since they lost the fight now, which is awesome.
Yeah, so this new truck is Flash Titan. And it kind of trundles around the quarry.
Boy, does it trundle.
It's like barely, like one more ditch and it would fall to pieces. And then he transforms into Titan Boy.
Titan Boy? Is just an awful thing to say.
A red box with legs and arms.
Yeah, if you know what Ironhide looked like in the original Transformers show, he looks like that. And while this is happening, they morph and they shut Goggle together. And
they do.
That's lovely. They just cut to like... I also love, they cut the morphing sequence like, we've got to keep shut Goggle. We'll have all 5 of them shut Goggle at once.
This is, growth. In 50 episodes, they've got a signal now, like, shut Goggles together. They don't have to do it separately anymore.
I was fully ready for them to show us all 5.
Again.
In a row.
I just want to read this. These are 5 of my notes in a row. Flash Titan, Titan Boy, new Megazord. He sucks. I love him. Because he's this like, this is such a specific reference. You know when they made a Transformer out of Postman Pat?
I'm sorry.
So they got Postman Pat's red van and he would transform into a like red van Postman Pat.
Oh my god.
Titan Boy looks like that. If you we might put it on the Instagram, but the Postman Pat Transformer is the new Megazord and he's adorable.
Can I oh go on, sorry. I was going to also read my notes at the same moment.
Yeah.
I just said, cute little lorry. And then I've written in capitals, double Transformer.
It's nice to know when this show won you over.
I was going to say I really enjoy his attack, which was boy cannons.
I didn't see boy cannons.
So we got the tripod Godzilla monster versus the boy cannons. Okay, guys.
And his name is Titan Boy.
They could have called it Titan Cannons. Why is the boy the important part here?
But is it in Tokujo one of the Megazords called like Grandpa Gun or something? It's something Grandpa, because there's like, I don't think that is a direct translation of what that's saying.
And Flash Titan combines with something else.
So they start absorbing, bad guy starts absorbing them and like, he's absorbing us. I know what to do.
Double up.
They double up.
He kind of slots into like another one. It's like when you
get the name.
You can put like a mini DV tape into a VHS tape and then play it.
It's like that. Or like when you'd have a Game Boy converter and you have like big Game Boy and you put the little Game Boy in it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it slightly more modern, but Game Boy. The Switch doesn't do it. I don't know any modern consoles that do this.
It's like when you put the micro SD card into the normal SD card box and then you put it in the slot.
They do that
and that forms Great Titan.
Great Titan. So you've gone from Titan. I was so hoping for Titan Man. From Titan Boy to Titan Man. They grow up. They get power from a planet, which I'm guessing is Jupiter, because Titan. Because you think it's the moon, but it's clearly like a planet.
Well, I thought it was Planet Flash.
Yeah.
But then why?
So far away.
But then it's like Titan.
It was
energy.
red, right?
Yeah, but so is Jupiter.
Well, I think why are we bringing Jupiter into this? 50 episodes, they're
'Cause
suddenly
Jupiter
like, fuck
has
Planet
Titan.
Flash. Jupiter, come on.
So they get all the power from Planet Flash, I guess, and then they overload him with power. They do the, you want power, we'll give you all of our power. And then he explodes and it worked. I'm like, okay, cool, we're doing that.
Yeah.
But also it's the 80s, like this wasn't as overdone. Like in 2026, that is the most used superhero fight winning thing. Like you are, this 40 years ago, maybe it wasn't that bad. They win, the UFO starts exploding, and in classic form, Dr. Lee's like, it's exploding. And he runs to his organ and starts playing. Like, I love you. I love your vibe. So they're like, we got to go fight him now. 2 hours left. So we are now 8 hours into this episode.
Yeah, they've been going a long time.
They do, in fairness, they do the fight in the bad guy base, but it's mercifully quick this series. They
Thank
just
God.
like punch like 2 guys, they run through.
There's like some tunnel of sparks, which is kind of fun.
But it is really cool because they cut between them fighting and the organ guy being like, dunna, dunna, dunna. And it's like actually kind of like adding to the scene. But also, what they haven't done is explain what he's actually doing. So it's not like he's gone, I need to revive the monster, I need to do something. He's just like, fuck it. We play the organ while the
This is
walls
just
fall
his final
down.
symphony. This is all for show.
So they're running through, and then I didn't write her name down at any point, but
Nefel.
Nefel whips them all. And then she starts beating them up while Dr. Lee's playing his organ, which is badass. Then Red just stabs her. Like, it's not like a Power Rangers slash.
No, it's just...
He stabs her in the chest and she dies.
Well,
Yeah.
not before her final revelation.
Well, I love... This might be my favourite scene. So she falls back against Dr. Lee, who doesn't, like, raise his arms to catch her. He's standing perfectly still, staring past her. She looks at him and goes... Father, then dies.
Oh my God.
He still doesn't
Did you
look
miss
at
that?
her.
Just completely. When you said Revelation, I was like, of what?
You know who else missed it? Dr. Lee. Clearly he was not listening. He's so happy. He's like, back to my organ. And he just like doesn't address that his daughter just died against
He's
him.
expressing his grief through the power of
Through
music.
song.
And it's just always so funny to me when human face characters explode into a ball of fire.
It's so funny.
Every single time. It's great.
It's because it cuts to like a ball of fire. It's just
Hard cut.
footage
There's
of some
something
fire.
so funny about finding out this guy is a dad who's like, it's clear his daughter's like about to leave for school, so he's got really into the organ.
Yeah.
He's just like I guarantee he's only been playing this organ for the year that we've been seeing him. This was not this is special interest.
Dads are weird, huh?
Yo, if there's a podcast, can you do an episode about Dr. Lee?
Yeah. Dr. Lee Knopfler or whatever his name is.
So he lightnings them, they shoot him, then Red does like a slash that cuts him in half upwards, then it like slides to reveal a fireball, and then it just cuts back and he's fine.
It was
Fine.
bizarre.
It's really bizarre, and this guy fucking commits to a theme. When he's beaten, he like falls against the organ playing a chord.
I wrote he died on the organ, but then like 2 seconds later he was like, hey guys, so
whoa. Pause it. Because Red fully is like, time to die, and like starts slashing, and he's like, stop. I'm clearly surrendering. Don't kill me.
yeah.
And he's like, look, you can't stay on Earth. I have a genetic resequencer that means you could stay on Earth.
He was like, let's make a deal.
Let's
guys.
make a little deal here. And then in a scene that I think would be cool if we'd watched the show, we get... I mean, first of all, I just noticed in my notes we get 20 minutes left. This has been 40 minutes, this fight. They cut between the family and the organ, and it's like, dun, 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 dun. And then Yellow shoots the organ and is like, I'll never let you use it again. And then it's like, okay, so that decision's been made. But I was like, I guess she's like... The problem is, I don't know the negatives of not destroying the organ.
Well, it's not the point. So the point is like he's saying like, oh, we can genetically modify you guys, you gang, to stay on Earth with this genetic sequencer. And she's like, you've been making bloody monsters with that thing, you prick.
Bang.
He's gonna make more monsters, you know?
Yeah, but also she could shoot him and then use the organ.
But they can't play it like he can.
No one can play it like he can. The version of this show where they're trying to find the world's best organ player so they can stay on Earth. We've got 20 minutes.
Just making all like Cronenberg.
Just running to churches like, you, come here. So yeah, she shoots it, and then the room starts exploding. And for one last time, Organ Man's like, well, what else am I going to do? And he starts playing in an incredibly badass move. He's playing an exploding organ.
It's so fun. Like slow-mo, like embers are like falling around him. Beautiful.
So I wrote, he laughs maniacally as he plays the exploding organ. In brackets, I couldn't ask for more. Like, what else is this guy's final scene going to be? 5 minutes left. That was 15-minute conversation.
They leap off the spaceship as it's exploding, and they do this thing where they just like leap like 2 feet, and it's like, oh, they'll be fine from this massive exploding spaceship.
But then they are fine from the explosion, but they're not fine in general because they demorph and they start screaming in pain, and then we get the 5 minutes left. We keep cutting to a countdown going really quickly, which shows they're on the floor screaming in pain for 4 minutes.
They're also playing like this really weird sort of like sad song, which reminded me of Forever Young by Alphaville.
It is so Forever Young. I put Twin Peaks music, but that is what Forever Young feels like.
It went for so long. They were just struggling on the floor.
It's like, were they running out of like air, or were they like their lungs collapsing
like,
or something? Or?
It's like I don't know. I'm trying. But speaking of things that took a while, the family have got to them now. They're still kind of far away. They get to like the top of a hill. They're at the bottom of the hill, and they're like, "Sarah, no, you're dying." And I'm like, "Oh, are we gonna get?" And it's such a this show thing. They're going to run down, hug her, and that means that she's now, like, accepted and can stay. My head at this point is very much like, what's going to happen so that they can stay on Earth? The robot flies down, scoops them up, and is like, goodbye, Earth! And they start flying away.
They're fine instantly.
Yeah, once they're on the ship, they're fine.
They're fine, they're good.
I forgot to say, when they're, like, screaming in pain, Blue shouts, I wish we could live on this planet! And it cuts them being all sweaty and sad. And then Pink is like, literally hugging the dirt, like she's scooping dirt into a hug. She's like, I don't want to go. Yeah, so the robot picks them up, and the family waves goodbye, and they're like, oh, we couldn't say goodbye. That's so sad. Yellow, are you sad? And she's like, now I'll come back. And it's like, oh, you could just come back.
I really like when the family was like seeing the spaceship fly, and she was just like, she left.
Yeah, they have the vibe I did of like, oh, are we not doing that then? So they're like waving their goodbye, and Yellow's like, oh, we'll figure out a way to come back. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll probably do that, won't we? And the narrator's like, hopefully they'll find a way home.
They were literally just like, yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back soon.
Sorry, they say, we're going to use flash science. Surely there's a way. Yeah. Shut up.
But then it cuts to them now in like newborn baby incubators.
They're in little like glass incubator tubes, and the narrator's like, and now they can think fondly of their memories of Earth. And we get the end of series montage.
Amazing. Great.
I love this trend that we've got going on.
This might be my favourite one yet, because the first one is just Red, like, revealing a nipple that he's like showing his nipple, and there's a huge cut on it. And that's one of his fondest memories of Earth.
That's all he's done all series.
He also had a sick fight in the rain, which
he had a cool rain fight. Yeah. No cowboys this series.
No cowboys.
There's
who is everyone's favourite of all the different ones?
I like when Blue gets slapped by a child. Blue Ranger gets slapped by a kid and looks horrified, and then it's like, next character.
Who was the one who got pushed into the gang of girls?
Oh, I think that was Green got pushed into it.
He was the one who was crying.
Yeah, he was so upset.
That guy was crying.
But they're very much like, because they do this every montage, like, oh, this is the one love interest episode we gave them, and then a cool thing they did. Except for Red, who doesn't get love interest because he's too cool to have sex. Then
is it Pink who's in a...
Pink was my favourite personally.
So Yellow's the one in a swimming contest.
Yeah.
Or like, it seems to be a swimsuit competition more in the like, look at me posing in my swimsuit. And be like, oh, yeah, look at that. Then
Pink was having some sort of like, romantical moment with what I can only describe as Onyx the rock Pokemon. And yes, I did spend 5 minutes looking up the name of that Pokemon.
That's what you were Googling?
Pre the recording of this episode.
Yeah, she's like, because at first it's her like picking up this weird Onyx dragon guy. And I'm like, oh, is this like a alien friend. They just cast them like dancing in a circle, like almost folk dancing. And that's the end of her montage. We don't know more. And then they're in their incubators and they're like, hopefully one day they can make it back to Earth. And we get some shots of flowers like, and God, spring will make Earth so happy for when they do come back. Yeah. Thank you, Flashman. End of show. What?
End of show.
No, it's not the end of the show. You can't be done. What do you mean? You can't just be like, oh, they go home. They didn't. They didn't figure it out because they were sick.
That's what I predicted. So I'm correct.
You are correct, but no, you're wrong because that shouldn't be the solution. Because you can it's the thing of you're like, why did they go home? Because they were sick. No, why did they go home at the end? They're not. There's not another series of these guys. They can just have stayed
back to the Flash planet, man.
Because you can do like, hey, you found your parents. Now we're gonna go on wonderful adventures and find our parents. And they're like, no, you're sick. Go home. End of show.
Yeah, they're just like, shame we didn't find our parents.
And shame you did find them and couldn't say goodbye.
Yeah, like no one got anything out of that whole thing.
No.
Apart from us, the Earthlings, who they saved.
I'm almost glad that we watched it this way because I would be furious if I'd watch 50 episodes like, sorry, we don't get any resolution. They just have to go back.
But that's what every show has been so far. They just go back to their stupid-ass jobs.
They go back to their stupid-ass jobs, but that's what they want to do. Because normally it's like, we're done, we get the reward of going back to our normal lives. This time it's like, our reward is we have to go to a place we don't want to be.
And also they live on individual planets, right? Up in the Flash system.
Yeah, but they seem to be like next to each other. It's like Mario Galaxy planets. If you jump really high, you can just land on the other one.
Yeah, they're like next door neighbours essentially.
Yeah.
They live in the same estate.
And that was Flashman.
No, Flashman.
I didn't hate it. It was alright.
Yeah.
I think I was annoyed by that ending.
The last episode was not my favourite of the last episodes we've had.
No, last time was awesome. Last time was fucking great. It's just like, yeah, I feel like there's nothing I have that strong of an opinion on out of what we just watched. Joe, what were your thoughts as your first series?
Wow, mainly just crazy stuff. And there's like so many more of these. That's why I can't get my head around.
It does just keep going.
But like, why? Who was asking for this show?
An inconsistent amount of people. This has been on the verge of cancellation and on the peak of success.
Well, yeah,
multiple times. We're on series 10.
I suppose you can never cancel it if they make it 52 episodes a year, so one a week, and then they just keep making it.
As of time of recording, Super Sentai ended like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So they ended on series 49, which is an incredible move. They were like, we're done. And it's in fairness, it's like, you kind of, what else are you going to do to end that show other than like, we can't be bothered anymore? Because it's all year, every year, constantly.
Was it just like, the TV execs would like call them in and be like, guys, we're thinking of cancelling the show, like no one cares about this, no one wants to see it, and then they were like, well, we're halfway through the next season, so and they're like, oh, okay, go on then.
It's weird watching it now and being like, so as of this one coming out, in 7 years, this is going to be the biggest show on the planet, but the American version.
Yeah.
What the hell is this? Like, is this the biggest show? No one knew what Super Sentai was. So it's weird when the exact same thing gets made in America. It's like genuinely a worldwide thing. It's huge.
Well, I mean, can I just... Is Power Rangers the biggest show on the planet?
Not anymore. God, not anymore. For like, I'm saying like 1993 to maybe 1995.
Yeah, a very specific 2 years. It was.
It kind of was downhill from there, and it finished in 2023. Like, it had a long downhill. But for a bit, genuinely, it was like a cultural phenomenon, especially in America, but also like...
I've heard of it.
Yeah. And you think about the amount of shows that have been made that you haven't heard of.
Oh, boy.
Unlike Tarzan the Animated Series and Jackie Chan Adventures. But, no, it was like... It's weird watching this and being like, who was watching this and who cared?
Yeah, I'd love to know what the ratings were in Japan at this point.
Because, not Goggle Fight, which one? Bioman was like a big one.
Yeah.
People really, which was a few series ago, that got like a bit of a resurgence. Did anyone give a shit about this one? Because the last series went crazy, but I don't know who was, like, it's weird having no reference point to how popular this was.
We need someone who watched this as a child on the podcast.
We do need to do that.
But like this era. So we need someone who's born in the 70s.
In Japan.
In Japan.
Yeah. I don't know many people who fit that
No,
description,
neither
to be
do I.
honest.
You don't know any 50-year-old Japanese people? What the hell,
Not
guys?
yet.
You call yourself
Hey.
the Super Cent guys.
Hey, reach out, listeners. If you're a 50-year-old from Japan, let us know.
Jane at endyourworld.com.
Now we get to the bit of the show that's always the most fun to do with the guest, the ranking.
Yeah.
So we're now going to rank this against all the seasons we've watched so far.
Yeah.
So that you have a go. There are 49 series overall.
Yeah.
What number do you think this is going to end up at the end of all of this?
12.
That's so high. That's so high.
That
Okay.
is crazy.
Does it get good or bad? Or
That means that there are only 11 series that are going to be better than what we've just watched.
yeah.
Oh, God, I hope that's not the
That
case.
can't be
Like, that
true.
was all right, but God, I'm hoping for some bangers in between. I'm going to say this is pretty bang
You're going to have to
average.
read me the list again every single
Okay.
time.
Top to bottom or bottom to top?
Top to bottom.
So, Go Ranger, Jacker, Changeman, Denji Man,
These all sound like slurs.
Bioman, Sun Vulcan, Battle Fever J, Dynaman, Goggle 5. So it's better than Goggle 5 and Dynaman, in my opinion, straight off the bat.
Goggle 5. That was those guys from episode 1.
No, Goggle 5 is only one of them.
Shut Goggles 5.
Shut Goggle 5. Yo. Imagine. Sun Vulcan? I don't remember episode 1 of Sun Vulcan, like, at all. I remember the finale because you had the Wonder Woman person and the girl was on the cross and there was all the weird... They fought a big computer. I remember the end
In
of
the
Sun
really
Vulcan.
tall room.
In the really tall room. Yeah. And they all proposed to that one person. I think this was all right. So I think maybe above Sun Vulcan, Bioman.
Oh, it's so difficult. They're all the same.
Cause the problem is around the middle. They're very like.
Yeah.
Which one was Bioman? Which one was Denji
Well,
Man? Which
Bioman
one was
had
Change Man? Who knows?
Bioman had Peebo.
Bioman. Which one was
Bioman had Peebo, man.
Peebo was pretty good.
I think it's below Bioman,
Above Sun Vulcan.
So what position is that?
Number 6 out of 10 so far. So we can only see 6 more good ones by this man, and that was medium. So
I think
like,
12 is crazy of a number.
that's so
Well, I
high.
don't. I've never seen.
Oh, that's the fun, is you.
Well, no, but I'm thinking, right, like shows, right? Like The Simpsons is a very famous long-running show. Most people agree that it dropped off after 10 seasons. What season is this? 10.
God, I hope we're not at the drop off.
And The Simpsons was good to begin with.
So that was Flashman. What are we watching next week?
Hikari Sentai Mask Man.
Stop men. No more men. I'm bored of mask. And also, they all like change man, mask man. That's what they all are. They're men with masks who change. Stop. The names are stupid and I don't like them. But also, like, might be something.
Might be summoned.
Might be something. Do you want to promote anything at the end of
just
this?
the usual things. Come to Rostio and a bit of fun if you're in Cardiff on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Listen to Who's Your Daddy Really? No, really, who is that guy? Yeah, listen to Harry's episodes. You talk about your dad.
Yeah, weird guy.
Yeah.
He made the guy who's doing this show.
Yeah.
So like he's got something interesting about him.
Guy's a freakazoid. What else? Yeah, nothing much really. Follow me on Instagram, Joe Dwyer.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to spell it, I'm sure it'll be in the show notes.
But I don't really. I get it wrong sometimes.
It's like the human AI.
the human AI.
The human AI. Okay.
Cool.
DEHUAI?
Yeah.
I've been Harry Dubbs. Come see me and Joe in Edinburgh.
Oh yeah.
Joe's also been on my other podcast, Didn't Ask and Timberthon. Also come to Bit of Fun. I do that as well. Follow me on YouTube. I'm hopefully going to start doing some more YouTube videos soon. When this comes out, I might have done 50. Who's to say? Probably none. And then
I'm Adam. You can find me somewhere.
you'll be up to something.
Be somewhere.
And until then...
Oh, you can follow the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forget.
Please follow the podcast.
Follow us on Instagram at SuperCentGuys or CentGuys. It'll be in the show notes. You'll be following it by now.
Yeah.
You will have done this by now. You want to see pictures of the weird grabby robot? We'll put it up there for you.
You want to see the picture of the cat on the roof?
We'll show you the cat on the...
Oh, I'll show you. Follow me on Instagram. I'll show you that.
No, follow...
I got a secret second picture of the cat that you guys didn't even know about.
Well, after that revelation... look, have a wonderful evening. Have a bloody lovely send time. And we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.